Greetings to all of you at the 50th celebration of IITA. I remember very well those early years. It was great pleasure. And I note that a number of those in attendance were working at the same time as I in the 1970s. And I wish to give a very special welcome and congratulations to you. Virginia also joins me in that greeting, and congratulations to those of you who worked with us. Those were great years that we really enjoyed very much. We also had 2 military coups during my time at IITA. They were certainly memorable moments, but they did not really affect the programs of IITA very much. Looking back and trying to think about what are the contributions that IITA has made to the region, I think it's really twofold. We can see the accomplishments of the scientific program in research, genetics, soils, physiology, plant pathology, and all of those. But also the second thing that has been most important in the long run probably is the training of people, the training of young scientists in the region, and the collaboration with the outreach program. In closing, I wish to again thank you for letting me be present in your reunion and in the celebration of the 50th anniversary. I especially give congratulations to the Director General, the staff, the Board of Directors, and of course to the donors and the collaborating countries. Again, my very best wishes to all of you. It's been a great life for me, and I will continue to follow IITA as long as I live.
I would like to send you my most sincere congratulations that you can enjoy the 50th anniversary of IITA. That is, in my opinion, one of the best CGIAR centers, and that it can continue with your help to produce the same important results that it has done over the past 50 years. When I was at IITA, I sometimes raised the question that if IITA is really successful in improving the research capacity of the national and regional systems, it might not be needed anymore. But I'm now convinced that that will not happen, even not in the very near future. So continue to work hard for the improvement of African agriculture, and the Institute will certainly then receive the necessary support of the international community.
Hello, IITA. Let me first take this opportunity to congratulate Director General Sanginga, the Board of Trustees, and all IITA staff for a wonderful job in taking IITA to newer heights. I just need to point out 50 years since its creation, there has been no equivalent on the continent to IITA. That says it all. This is HARTMANN signing out and wishing IITA even greater success during the next 50 years.
I would warmly like to congratulate IITA on its achievements over this past 50 years. It's quite impressive, and I think what IITA needs to do is just to continue to build on the successes, but also take the bold steps and follow up on the bold steps that have been taken over these more recent years in terms of moving along the R4D pathway into partnerships for delivery to ensure that our technologies and innovations are carried a little bit further into society towards mainstreaming. The business incubation platform is such an example. We have others in terms of the youth initiative, mechanization. I think that is will show IITA as a pace setter. But at the same time, it will be very important to remember that the driver for the partnership for delivery is the continuous pipeline of quality science. So you need to balance out and continue to invest also in research for development. But Africa without IITA, I think, will be difficult to imagine.
You know, haven't seen IITA in the last 45 years myself, because I came to IITA the first time after 5 years of its creation. I see an evolutionary process where IITA's research is now geared towards solving problems and finding solutions to agriculture at the grassroots level, and growing future generation of agricultural entrepreneurs, or called agripreneurs. And DG Sanginga, I think his youthfulness and his raison d'etre have contributed to this fantastic transformation that is taking place. IITA is now addressing Africa's food security issues through research for development.
I've been working here for 23 years, and it's a job that I thoroughly love. IITA is 50 years old, and we're proud of our accomplishments that we've achieved in the first 50 years. And as we look to the future, it looks fantastic. And the reason it's fantastic is because the partners that we work with here in Africa are ready to move forward. And here I'm talking about governments who have realized that the future for their countries is all about agriculture. And now they're developing the policies in their country that are attracting the private investors. So it's a great time to be in charge of partnerships for delivery here at IITA. The next 5, 10, 15, 20 years are going to be fantastic. IITA is going to have wonderful opportunities to partner with private industry, governments, farmer organizations, and it's going to take Africa's agriculture up to the next level.
So happy to be associated with IITA on this 58th anniversary. And surprisingly, if you look at various institutions, they've gone decade within 10 to 20 years, but with IITA, just like they said, they are nourishing, and you can see that the same way they started, they've been improving on all they've been doing over the years. So congratulations, IITA. I'm really proud that you've not actually lost focus. You're still dedicated to improving agriculture in Africa.
There is nothing more important in the whole world than figuring out a way to support yourself with this world that God gave us and making a difference for not only yourself but your fellow women and men. And this is a kind of a place, this research center, where people are learning how to do that better.
On behalf of the University of Alberta and my faculty, the Faculty of Agricultural, Life and Environmental Sciences, I would like to congratulate IITA on a fantastic achievement of 50 years. I've known some of the work of the Institute for almost the last 30 years, and I continue to be impressed by the work it does for African farmers, for African business, and just the type of collaboration that it does across sub-Saharan Africa. So congratulations, IITA, on your 50th anniversary.
I have been associated with IITA since June of 1969. So it's a great pleasure for me. I was to look back at how the institute has changed, and even more important, to see how much impact it has made in terms of food production and in terms of understanding the scientific base for agriculture in Africa. It's a very joyous occasion for all of us, because we have every reason to be proud of IITA.
I was privileged to see the development of IITA in both West Africa, Eastern Africa, and Southern Africa, including Central Africa, because at some point I was the director for Central Africa as well. I think IITA at 50 years old should consider itself as a mature institute. My goodwill message is that IITA will continue to portray itself as the African international institution, and IITA will continue to make impact by scaling out massively all those technologies that the Institute has been developing in the past years. IITA will continue to have a strong partnership. I'm thinking to the private sector, because they are the ones that will take over our technologies and make them to spread in the continent.
The cassava industry in Nigeria today rests largely on the research work and variety work that IITA has done over decades. All the varieties that are grown out there, the disease resistance, the yields that they give, most of those varieties, virtually all of them, are IITA varieties that are out there in the market. So this has a broad impact of creating an enabling environment for an enterprise, a company, to come and do processing. In our own case, IITA's advice during the setup of our company was hugely important, and in helping us identify suitable varieties for our cassava farmers, as well as looking at the flour that we produced and helping us to develop useful applications for that flour. So a huge impact, industry-wise and enterprise-wise. Very, very valuable impact. Keep up the good work. Don't give up, even though sometimes it's hard, because IITA does not sit in an air-conditioned office or laboratory. They're out in the field doing work, working with farmers in the crop areas. Cassava, I've seen fantastic work that they've done in soya, helping small farmers, helping youth, helping women. And my message to them is keep at it, don't give up. It's hard work, but it makes a massive impact, even if you aren't always recognized for that impact.